Good day, folks. Welcome to the MB Wildman channel. On today's video, we're out here in the deer woods, and we are going to be talking today real quick about the Tactacam Reveal X. So this is a brand new camera for me. I've never used it before. It's real early here in New Brunswick. It's April the 3rd maybe, April 23rd. Real early to be out with deer cams and stuff, but the snow's gone where I'm at. And I was out here last weekend shed hunting in this particular area, and it wasn't really an area that I had in mind. I was looking for moose sheds. But what I found was, and this is a good tip for those of you looking for locations on maps or out scouting and looking around. So right behind me right here is a huge big cut, probably a couple hundred acres, maybe 250, big crab cut. Years ago, I mean not long ago, like maybe 5-6 years ago, that was all cut, and now it's all grown up thick as can be. So I went in there looking for moose sheds, but it was too thick and too junky. I didn't really find anything. But what I did find was a couple of little snake and trails, little trails with moose and deer tracks. And then there's a bit of a water source. There's a water boundary down here kind of on my right. So in between the two is a stretch of pretty nice hardwoods that I'm sitting in right here. And what I've got is I've got the border between that big cut and this bunch of hardwoods, and I found a trail going right up just about 30 yards that way. There's a really nice trail that the moose and the deer are using, so they don't have to be out in the cut. I'm sure they're feeding out in the cut, but they're kind of using it as a transition. Creates like a natural funnel, right? Like a natural corridor right here along this edge. So it wasn't my plan to get a deer camera in here, but of course, you know me, right? I see a bunch of tracks and pretty decent tracks. So I'm in here now with my deer cam spot. I got everything set up like I'm going to use right behind me here. So I've got on that stump, I've got my special mixture of my homemade deer cane that I do myself. If you haven't seen that on the channel, go ahead and check it out. There's all kinds of different recipes that I have on the MB Wildman channel for deer attractant, if that's legal where you are. I've also, for the first time, I've got down here on the ground, you can see it right here. I've got another mixture that I'm trying out this year. It's I can't really tell you what it is just yet. I'm gonna see if it works out, but if it does, I'll definitely be doing a video on this mixture down here, okay, on the ground, and what's involved with that. So just another little experiment for me this year in the deer woods. But anyway, we're here today to talk about the Tactacam Reveal X. A buddy of mine recommended this to me. He was always a Browning camera guy, the same as me. And then last year he switched over, got a couple of the Tactacams, and just absolutely loves them. All right, so I'm gonna talk real quick about why I like them and some of the great features of the Tactacam. So first of all, out of the box, the antenna for the Tactacams is flat and way stronger, way more rugged than like I've got a couple of Spy Point ones, and they've got that little short black antenna. These appear to be much more solid, much more rugged, and they fit in tighter to the camera. Okay, so that's the kind of the first thing. Also, I've done a couple of tests. I won't lie to you, this isn't brand new out of the box. This one's one I've got set up here. But I've done a couple of tests with these, and places where my Spy Points get 1 or 2 bars of service, these Tactacams will consistently get at least 1 or 2 bars more than that. So if I've got 1 bar of service with my Spy Point, I can put the Tactacam in the same place and I'll get 2 or 3 bars of service. So it allows you to get them out farther into your deer woods where you're a little bit farther away from service. Okay. Second reason I love these cameras, they're absolutely great, is that setup is super simple. There's nothing here on the camera that you've got to do, and you basically do everything off of the app on your phone. You can set it up for 1,000 different things to do. One of the key features that I absolutely love about these cameras, there are 2 or 3, but I'll share a couple with you. The first one is that you can see right here, there's a button right there that says test. Okay, so you can get this baby all set up in the woods. You can get it the way you want it to go. And you can hit the test button, and it'll snap a photo for you right then and send it to your phone. And it'll let you see what you're looking at, like what your range of your camera is. There's nothing worse than setting up a camera, especially the Brownings, and I'm not gonna trash the Brownings because I really like them. But you set them up, and then you gotta wait a couple of weeks or whatever, then you come back and check your cameras, and there's, you got it too high or too low. Ooh, a little breezy in here this morning. You got it set it too high or too low or whatever that might be, and then you've got to adjust it, but you've had 2 weeks of taking photos at the wrong angle or the wrong place or the wrong, you know, whatever. So these ones here, you're able to test them right away, and it'll show you exactly what you're looking at. The other thing is that each of these cameras is Wi-Fi. It has its own internet, so its own Wi-Fi that your phone can hook up to. So you can actually get a live shot. You can hook your, you can get this set the way you want it. You can go onto your phone, connect to this camera's Wi-Fi, and it will show you what the screen is seeing. Okay, so if you wanted to do that instead of sending a test photo, you can actually do that too and adjust it, and it'll literally on your screen of your phone, you'll be able to adjust it. Okay. One of the other great features that I absolutely love about this camera is that you can set it almost like a plot watcher. I mean, you can use it as a plot watcher, but for me particularly, I know there's a lot of nighttime photos for everything, deer, bear, moose, whatever, but I don't hunt at night. It's kind of a thing you don't get to do. So I want to know what's coming during the daytime. So to conserve battery life and to conserve, you know, room on your card and pictures on your plan and all that stuff, you can set these cameras to only function at certain lengths or certain times of the day. So for example, I could set this camera to turn on and start working at 5 o'clock in the morning and have it work all day long, and then have it stop working at 10 o'clock at night, and that, or 9 o'clock at night, or whatever it might be that you want to do. And that would get you the entire stretch of daylight hours where you know, shootable times, you know, like from an hour before to an hour after or whatever it might be. And you can adjust that all on your phone on the app. So as the daylight changes and your sunlight changes, you can decide, you know, okay, do I want to take, you know, and then you don't care what's coming at night if you've got stuff that's nocturnal. Now for me, I want to see stuff pretty much all the time, at least early on, so I can see, because if you get some nocturnal bucks, there's a few tricks that you can do to kind of get them out in the daylight, but it's still good to know what's in the area, whether it's day or night, early on. But if you find you're getting, you know, 10,000 pictures of raccoons at night and you don't want those pictures, then you can set it to just work in the daytime. So anyway, just a few key features that I really like about the Tactacam Reveal. There are several more, and again, I'm not going to necessarily advertise too much for the Tactacam, but I do like this Reveal X camera. It does take 12 batteries, so it's a little rough on the pocketbook in the battery department, especially if you're going to use lithiums. I just have regular alkaline batteries in it for now, for the, you know, for the summertime. I'll switch over to lithiums probably when it comes time to hunt, but other than that, this camera is pretty much just set it up and go, right? I'm gonna just flick this on, set this up, and kind of give it a good angle down here. Camera also comes with a pretty nice, pretty good strap. Some straps are a little junky, but this one's pretty good. So it's nice, it's lots long, it's got a good rugged toothed buckle. Now it is plastic, which I don't love. The Browning ones are metal. I do like those a little more, but we'll see how this one works out for us. I will tell you, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, the instruction manual kind of sucks. It's about the first 2 or 3 pages, it's right on, and it tells you exactly what to do and what you're going through, and then it just sort of peters into, okay, then do whatever the app says. So the instruction manual, kind of junky, but the app is crystal clear. So, and of course there's 1,000 YouTube videos and instructional stuff on what does what if you get a little confused. So again, I like the features of the camera. I'm about to put it up in that tree right there, and I'm gonna let it sit over my new spot here for a couple of weeks, and then I'm gonna jump back on and I'm gonna show you another video real quick about the you know, some of the actual performance of the camera and the pictures that it takes and the number that it sends to my phone. Right, so here's my setup. I've got my camera up in the tree that way, about as high as I can reach. I'm looking down over on my spot here. So from here, this is what I'm looking at. And got some pretty good woods around me here. You know, some hardwoods, and then like I said, the cut over there. And then right down this way, just down there, there's a little stream that flows through. So you can see it right there, I think. There's a little stream, so close to a water source, close to a food source. For those of you setting up spots, those are keys. So like I said, one of the features, the great features, is that test button, right? So I had this all set up and I had it in the tree and I pushed the test button, and so this is what I got. Right, so the camera was pointed just a little bit too high. Had to adjust it, no big deal, and had to do it 2 or 3 times. But the beauty is, you don't have to guess with the Tactacam Reveal. You know, you hit that test button, and within just, I don't know, it might have been 5 seconds, 4 seconds, it sent the picture like to my phone. So actually it's funny because I'm filming this on my phone right now, and it just says the Tactacam has sent a new photo. So there you go. So it's taking pictures of me talking to you, which is what it's supposed to do. That's great. Anyway, but it's really nice to have that test feature, and that's one of the key features that I really like about the Tactacams. Anyway, just a quick video showing you, introducing you to the NB Wildman's new Tactacams. And hopefully, if you get a chance, pick some of these up, or pick one of these up, or pick two of these up. I do recommend them so far based just on the features and the benefits of the Tactacam Reveal X. So anyway, listen, I hope this is something that can help you out. And until next time, happy hunting from the NB Wildman channel.